Welcome everyone. This isn't just another English learning video. This is the most honest, most emotional, and most powerful guide for anyone learning English on their own. Perhaps you're learning without a teacher. Perhaps you don't attend any classes. Perhaps you don't even have the right environment to speak English. Perhaps you've tried before. You downloaded apps. You followed pages. You even joined online groups. But still, when it's time to speak, your mind goes blank. Your mouth doesn't move. And suddenly you feel small. I understand that pain. I know that feeling. I know what it's like to sit alone and think, why is everyone else speaking better than me? Why am I still not fluent? Is something wrong with me? But I'm here to tell you, you aren't broken. Your brain isn't the problem. Your background isn't the problem. Your accent, your age, your country, none of that matters. The only thing that matters is this: your daily practice, your discipline, and the methods you use. In this video, I'm going to show you how to master English alone without a class, without a teacher, and without even downloading another app. And no, I'm not going to give you boring grammar lessons. I'm going to give you real-life techniques that truly work, that I've seen work, and that will transform your life if you stay consistent. This is the truth that nobody tells you. Not influencers, not teachers, not courses, because most people want to sell you something. But I want to give you something. A system that works. A voice that believes in you. A video you will remember forever. So take a deep breath. Open your ears, and most importantly, open your heart. Listen to this video until the very end. And I promise by the time you finish, you will no longer feel confused. You will no longer feel weak. You will no longer feel alone. And if this video helps you even a little bit, please subscribe to our channel and tell us in the comments. I'm ready to master English alone.
Part 1. Build a mindset, not a schedule.
Let me start with a hard truth. Fluent English doesn't begin with grammar. It begins with belief. Every English learner, especially those learning alone, always ask me, how many hours should I study each day? Should I study in the morning or at night? How much grammar do I need to learn? And my answer is always the same. Forget your schedule. Build your mindset. Here's why this matters. You can create a perfect timetable. You can write study from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. You can download every English app. You can watch hundreds of English videos. But if you don't believe you can truly become fluent, if you still think you're bad at English, if you still think English is difficult, if you keep saying I'll never speak like native speakers, I'm too old. My English isn't good enough. Then even 5 hours of study will do nothing because your brain will block your mouth. Your fear will block your fluency. Your doubt will kill your growth. So what's the solution? You need to create a new identity. Say this with me right now. I'm not a learner. I'm a speaker. I'm not just learning English. I'm living in English. This is what I call the mindset of ownership. Here's how to apply it in your real life. Don't wait for study time. Every moment is English time. When you're walking, thinking, cooking, dreaming, make English part of it. When you make mistakes, smile. Mistakes mean you're growing. If you're not making mistakes, you're not learning. Stop thinking, I'm weak at English. Start thinking, I'm becoming stronger every day. And here's the mistake. Most learners think if I study 2 hours daily, I'll be fluent in 6 months. No, time isn't your teacher. Consistency is your first rule from today. No 0 English days. Not even one. Even if you say just 3 sentences in English to yourself, watch one short video and repeat one line. Write just one small paragraph. That's enough because English isn't a subject. It's a skill, and skills grow with daily action, not just study. So remember this: you don't need a schedule. You need a system. You need daily action. You need to believe in yourself even when nobody else does, because you aren't just learning English. You're becoming someone new. Someone who thinks in English, speaks without fear, and learns without limits. Mindset is more important than grammar. Don't study English. Live in English. Speak daily. Even if nobody is listening. Never have a zero English day. Start believing. I'm not trying to speak English. I'm a speaker.
Part 2. Talk to yourself. You are your first English partner.
Let's begin with the truth nobody tells you. You don't need a speaking partner to speak English. In fact, if you're waiting for someone to speak with you, you'll stay silent forever. Because waiting for the perfect English-speaking friend, the ideal partner, the right situation, it's just another form of procrastination. The truth is, you already have the best English partner in the world. That partner is you. Listen carefully. Your mouth isn't waiting for someone else. It's waiting for you to give it permission to speak. Your brain isn't scared of English. It's scared of judgment. But if you speak to yourself, there's nobody to judge you, nobody to laugh, nobody to say you're wrong, nobody to stop your flow. So what do you get? You get the freedom to practice English without fear. When you talk to yourself in English, you build fluency because you're practicing real speaking. Confidence because nobody is watching or correcting you. Muscle memory. Your mouth begins to remember English. Automatic thinking. You stop translating and start thinking in English. Your speaking becomes faster and smoother without pressure. And most importantly, you start trusting your voice. Think of it like this. You don't learn to ride a bicycle by reading a book. You learn by getting on the bike and moving. Same with English. You don't learn to speak by just watching videos. You learn to speak by speaking. Even if it's just with yourself. Even whispering counts. Even speaking in your mind counts. Even speaking in the mirror counts. Every little moment adds up. How to do it? Here's your daily routine to talk to yourself in English. It's called the 4W method. Simple and powerful. Step 1. What are you doing? Whenever you do something, describe it in English. Examples: I'm brushing my teeth now. I'm boiling water. I'm opening the window. The weather is hot today. You don't need big sentences. Just describe your actions like a narrator of your life. This builds instant fluency because you're connecting action with language. Step 2. What are you thinking? Every time you have a thought, express it in English. Examples: I feel lazy today. I'm worried about tomorrow's meeting. I'm happy I completed my task. This helps your emotions and English grow together. Most learners never connect emotions to English, but when you do this, English becomes your true language of life, not just a subject. Step 3. What do you see around you? Wherever you are, describe your surroundings in English. Examples: there's a dog sitting near the gate. I see a white car parked outside. A man is wearing a blue shirt and talking on the phone. This builds observation vocabulary, which is extremely useful in real conversations. You don't need new grammar rules. You need new eyes. Eyes that look at the world through English. Step 4. What will you do next? Talk about your next actions. Examples: now I'll make some tea. After that, I'll read a few pages of my book. Then I'll go for a walk. This gives you control over future tense planning and fluid speech. You're not just practicing English. You're training your brain to think ahead in English. Every evening, stand in front of a mirror, look into your eyes, and talk. Hey, how was your day? What did you do today? What did you learn? What are you feeling? What are you proud of? It might feel silly at first, but soon this will become your daily self-coaching session in English. You'll see progress in your eyes. You'll hear fluency in your voice. And most importantly, you won't be afraid of English anymore. Your new English rule from today. I'll talk to myself in English daily. No matter what. Even if it's for 1 minute. Even if it's just 2 lines. Even if you're whispering while sitting alone. Do it. Do it with faith. Do it with consistency. Do it with love. Don't do this. Don't wait for someone to speak with you. Don't say, I can't speak because I don't have friends. Don't wait for perfect sentences. Speak broken. Speak raw. Speak anyway. Because English doesn't come from perfection. It comes from repetition. You were born with a voice. You don't need anyone's permission to use it. Use that voice daily, every moment. Because the best way to speak English is to start speaking it now. Even if it's just with yourself. Because in the beginning you're your only English teacher. You're your only English student and you're your only English partner. Train that voice. Love that voice and never silence it again. So speak to yourself daily no matter what. Use the 4W method. What you do, think, see, and plan. Mirror talk builds confidence and fluency. Don't wait for a speaking partner. Be your own. Fluency comes from your own voice. Use it.
Part 3. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Fluency is repetition, not perfection.
Let's start with a painful truth. Most English learners aren't bad at English. They're just addicted to new things and allergic to repetition. They want a new word daily. A new grammar rule each day, a new trick, a new tip, a new method. What repetition really means? Repetition doesn't mean boring. It means becoming faster, stronger, and more natural. Let me give you an example. A pianist doesn't learn 100 songs in 1 week. He plays the same song 100 times. A boxer doesn't learn 50 moves daily. He practices the same punch until it becomes automatic. A singer doesn't sing new songs every hour. She sings the same lines again and again until the voice becomes perfect. So why do English learners think they can learn a word once and remember it forever? It doesn't work like that. Your brain needs repetition. Your mouth needs repetition. Your memory needs repetition. Your fluency needs repetition. Why repetition is your superpower? Repetition creates what scientists call automatic recall. That means when you hear something, your brain responds instantly. When you want to speak, the words come without delay. When you write, the sentence flows without thinking too much. It's like driving a car. At first you think gear, brake, mirror, turn. But after practice you drive without thinking. Same with English. At first you say I go to the market. But after repetition it becomes I'm going to the market. Natural, easy, smooth. Every time you repeat a word or sentence, a new connection is created in your brain. That connection gets stronger the more you use it. After enough repetition, your brain doesn't remember the word. It just knows it. It's like brushing your teeth. You don't think about it anymore. You just do it. That's fluency. Fluency isn't remembering faster. Fluency is not needing to remember because it's already automatic. The trap of always learning new words. Let's say you learn a new word today. Reluctant. It means not willing or not wanting to do something. You feel excited. Next day you learn perplexed. Next day compassionate. Next day authentic. Next day versatile. You feel smart. But 5 days later you forget them all. Because you never repeated them. Learning without repetition is like riding on water. It disappears in seconds. But repeating something 20, 50, 100 times, it's like carving it into stone. It stays forever. Let me show you the Fluency repetition system. The most powerful English practice system ever designed for solo learners. It has 4 steps. Step 1. Choose one simple sentence. Pick one short, useful sentence from a real conversation, movie, YouTube video, or anything you enjoy. Example, I don't know what to say. Don't choose big grammar. Don't choose 10 sentences. Start with 1. Step 2. Repeat it 50 times. Say it slowly, then faster, then with feeling, then with different emotions. Habit. I don't know what to say. So, I don't know what to say. Angry. I don't know what to say. Confused. I don't know what to say. Feel the line in your mouth. Let your tongue memorize it. Repeat it until your mouth can say it without your brain. Step 3. Use it in real life. Now use that line somewhere in your self-talk, in your mirror talk, in your journal, in a fake conversation you imagine in your daily routine. Even whispering counts. Example, my friend sent me a message and I didn't know what to say. She asked about my day. I don't know what to say. I saw something weird on TV. I don't know what to say. This makes the sentence alive. It becomes a part of you. Step 4. Review plus rotate. Day 1. Learn plus repeat. Day 2. Repeat again plus use again. Day 3. Add a new sentence, but still repeat the old one. Day 4. Speak both together. After 10 days, you'll have 10 sentences, but each one will be inside your muscle memory. You won't just know them. You'll own them. Example of 10 sentences to master. What's going on here? I'm not sure about that. Let me think for a second. That makes sense. I totally agree with you. Can you explain that again? I'm just a little confused. Let's try something else. This isn't what I expected. I'll take care of it. Repeat each 150 to 100 times over the week. Soon you'll be speaking real English without fear, hesitation, or doubt. The real problem, people feel bored when repeating. That's where mindset comes in. Repetition isn't boring. It's the gym for your mouth. A lazy person says, I already know that. A fluent speaker says, let me say it again. Better, faster, smoother. If you feel bored, remember this. Every time you repeat, you become stronger. Every time you repeat, your mouth gets sharper. Every time you repeat, you become more fluent. You don't need more English material. You don't need 500 new words. You don't need another tip or trick. What you need is the courage to repeat, the discipline to repeat, the hunger to repeat. Not once, not twice, but again and again and again until one day you open your mouth and the words flow out like water. That is fluency, and that's what you're training for. So fluency comes from repetition, not from learning new things daily. Repeat one sentence 50 plus times until it becomes automatic. Practice with emotion, speed, and daily life examples. Repetition builds confidence, speed, and long-term memory. Be proud to repeat. It's the secret of every master.
Part 4. The 3X method. Listen, copy, speak.
Let's start with a powerful truth. Most people think reading is enough to learn English. But reading doesn't train your mouth. Reading doesn't train your ears. Reading doesn't train your speaking flow. That's why people who read a lot still freeze when it's time to talk. They understand everything in their head, but they can't say it out loud. They can't pronounce it. They can't find the rhythm. They can't speak fast or smoothly. Because they never practiced English like a spoken language. What is the 3X method? It's the most powerful method in the world for learning to speak English naturally. It's called listen, copy, speak. And you repeat this cycle 3 times a day, every single day. Let's break it down. Step 1. Listen with 100% focus. You choose a video or audio, something short, real, and spoken by a native speaker. Not a grammar video, not a textbook, not a lesson, but a voice. A real person speaking English like they do in everyday life. Examples: a scene from a movie or show, a podcast clip, a YouTube short or interview, a TED Talk, small section. Your goal isn't to understand every word. Your goal is to feel the music of English, the pauses, the emotions, the flow. Don't read subtitles yet. Don't try to write it down. Just listen and focus completely like your life depends on it. Step 2. Copy exactly like the speaker. Now play the sentence again. This time, copy it word for word, tone for tone, emotion for emotion. If they say, "Hey, what's going on?" you say, "Hey, what's going on?" Not like a robot, not slowly, not, "Hey, what is going on?" but exactly how they said it, with the same speed, same emotion, same rhythm, same breathing, same pauses. This is called shadowing. And it's what actors, singers, translators, and even diplomats do to sound fluent in a new language. Why copying is so powerful? When you copy exactly, your mouth learns the shape of English sounds. Your ears become trained to hear natural flow. Your tongue becomes faster. Your confidence grows with every repetition. And most importantly, you start sounding natural, not mechanical. Even native children learn like this. They don't read books at age 2. They copy their parents. You must do the same. Step 3. Speak without listening. Now pause the video. Don't look at the sentence. Don't play the voice. Just say the line yourself from memory. "Hey, what's going on?" If it feels hard, that's good, because now you're building fluency. You're not just repeating anymore. You're reproducing. That's the real skill. When you use the 3x method daily, you stop translating in your head. Your pronunciation improves naturally. Your speed becomes faster. Your speaking becomes automatic, and your mouth becomes comfortable, just like native speakers. And you'll start saying things like, "That sounds right. That feels natural. That sentence flows." That's when fluency becomes your new identity. What should you listen to? Choose short clips. No more than 10 to 15 seconds per sentence. Perfect practice materials, movie scenes, Friends, Harry Potter, Marvel, YouTube videos, interviews, conversations, English podcasts, slow speed at first, TED Talks, 1 paragraph per day, storytime narrations, AI voice or native speaker. The key is to choose a voice you enjoy. If the speaker is boring, you'll quit. So, pick someone exciting, someone who speaks clearly, someone you'd like to sound like. Example 3x method, daily practice plan. Morning, 7 minutes. 1 line from a movie. Listen, copy, speak. Afternoon, 5 minutes. 1 line from a TED Talk or short story. Listen, copy, speak. Evening, 7 minutes. 1 real conversation clip from YouTube. Listen, copy, speak. Repeat this daily for 30 days and your mouth will be reborn. Secret bonus tip. When you speak, record your voice. Then compare the original clip with your version. Listen closely. Were you slow? Were you soft? Where did your tone change? Keep adjusting. This is how actors train for roles. This is how speakers rehearse for TED Talks. This is how you'll become fluent from home. Mistakes people make with shadowing. They try to repeat long paragraphs. Start with 1 line only. They copy the words but not the emotion. You must match energy and tone. They rush at once and never return. But fluency comes from slow, deep repetition. They stop after 3 days. The real results come in weeks 2, 3, and 4. Speaking fluent English isn't a talent. It's muscle memory. And muscle memory only comes when you do one thing. Listen, copy, speak again and again and again. Fluency doesn't come when you understand something once. Fluency comes when you repeat it until it becomes your voice. So from today, don't just watch videos. Don't just read subtitles. Don't just write notes. Speak out loud with power, with passion, with purpose. Because when your ears hear and your mouth moves, and your soul connects to the sound, that's when English becomes your second skin. Use short, real voice clips from movies, podcasts, and videos. Match the speaker's tone, speed, emotion, and rhythm. Practice 3 times daily, even for just 5 minutes each. Record your voice to see improvement. This is how native speakers learn. And so can you.
Part 5. Speak ugly. Fluency comes from imperfect action.
Let's begin with the most dangerous lie in the world of English learning. I'll speak when I'm perfect. So many learners say, let me fix my grammar first. Let me learn more words first. I'm not ready yet. What if I make a mistake? What if they laugh at me? What if I sound wrong? They wait and wait and wait, and in the end they never speak. Let's be honest. You're not afraid of English. You're afraid of judgment. You're afraid someone will correct you. You're afraid someone will laugh. You're afraid you'll sound stupid. And because of that fear, you build a habit of silence. And the longer you stay silent, the harder it becomes to speak. That silence becomes a cage. And inside that cage, your dreams begin to die. Do you want to know what fluent speakers do differently? They don't speak because they're perfect. They speak because they aren't afraid of being imperfect. They speak even when their grammar is wrong. Their sentence is incomplete. Their pronunciation is shaky. Their accent is heavy. Their vocabulary is simple. They speak anyway because they know. Confidence doesn't come from perfection. Confidence comes from permission. The permission you give yourself to try anyway. Let's talk about psychology. Your brain learns by doing, not just by watching. But when you stay silent, your brain thinks, I'm not ready. Your mouth forgets how to move. Your fear grows stronger and your English becomes stuck. But when you speak out loud, even with mistakes, even with broken grammar, even with fear, your brain says, oh, we're doing this. Let's get better at it. This is called active learning, and it's 10 times more powerful than passive watching. Here's a method you must use every single day. Speak broken English. Speak ugly English. Speak anyway. Here's what it looks like. You don't say I would like to ask you something if you don't mind. Instead you say I want to ask. Okay, you free now, I know, understand. Say again, is the grammar correct? Does the person understand you? Are you using your voice? Are you training your fluency? Absolutely yes. Let's say you're in a store. You want to ask for a smaller size. Don't overthink like, excuse me, sir, would you happen to have a smaller size in this particular shirt? Say, this small size you have, or even just small size this. Now you spoke, now you made contact, now your brain is growing, that's what matters. Why ugly speaking is beautiful. It trains your mouth, it builds your real-time response, it removes your fear of mistakes, it gives you fast fluency wins. It creates conversation confidence. Fluency doesn't mean fancy. Fluency means fearless. And fearless speakers start messy. Speak first, fix later. Think of a child learning to talk. They say, me want milk. Go park now. No, eat this. Wrong grammar. But do they stop? They speak daily and slowly they get better. You must learn like that child. Fluency comes from mistakes. Mistakes come from speaking. So, fluency comes from speaking. Here's a secret technique. Speak bad English on purpose, loudly and proudly. Try it. Say something very simple. Break the grammar. Say it fast. Smile while saying it. Then say it again, but better. You'll notice something incredible. The fear disappears. Because now you're not hiding your mistakes. You're owning them. You're laughing. You're relaxed. And when you relax, your English flows. Each day, speak 5 broken English sentences out loud. Say them without shame. Then try to say them better. Example, ugly. He goes school every day. Try again. He goes to school every day. Try again. He's going to school now. Fluency isn't about getting it right the first time. It's about getting used to speaking. Stop doing this. Don't pause and freeze because of grammar. Don't wait until everything sounds perfect. Don't be scared to speak in front of others. Don't punish yourself for small mistakes. Don't be silent just because someone else is better. Nobody becomes great by being quiet. You have a voice. You have ideas. You have the courage. You're ready. But you must speak. Even when your grammar is broken, even when your accent is strong, even when your mind is scared, even when your voice shakes, because the only thing worse than sounding wrong is saying nothing.
Part 6. Create a 10-minute fluency zone every morning.
Let me begin with a question. What's the first thing you do every morning? Do you check your phone? Do you scroll Instagram? Do you look at WhatsApp? Do you read messages from people who don't even matter? If yes, then your day is already being controlled by someone else's words, not your own. That's why you feel lost. That's why you feel unfocused. That's why your English never improves. Because you've never created space for English. You've never given English the first voice of your day. That changes today. A fluency zone is a private 10-minute English ritual you do every single morning. Before the world wakes up, before the noise begins, before your mind becomes busy. This is your safe space, your practice ground, your confidence room, where you train your mouth, your mind, and your voice to become fluent. And the best part, you don't need a class. You don't need a teacher. You don't need an app. You don't even need Wi-Fi. You just need yourself and 10 minutes of silence, discipline, and honesty. Why morning? Because your brain is most fresh in the morning. Because you haven't heard other people's noise yet. Because your subconscious mind is still open. Because starting your day with English creates momentum. When you train in the morning, your English becomes part of who you are, not something you study. You don't just learn English. You live in English. Let me give you the exact structure. This isn't a suggestion. This is a system. Use it like a daily workout. Minutes 1 to 3, talk to yourself out loud. Speak out loud about how you feel, what you'll do today, what happened yesterday, what your goals are. Examples: good morning. I feel fresh today. I slept late, but I'll still do my best. Today, I'll go for a walk, study English, and write 1 paragraph. I feel nervous about my meeting, but I'll try my best. Don't try to sound smart. Just be real. Be honest. Be natural. You're training your mouth. You're building fluency. You're warming up your speaking muscle. Just like an athlete warms up before a race. Minutes 4 to 6. Shadow a native speaker. Pick 1 sentence from a video, audio, or podcast. Play it. Listen. Copy. Repeat. Example. Native says, "I'm not sure what to say right now." You say, "I'm not sure what to say right now." Again and again until your mouth flows naturally. where to find good sentences. YouTube videos, TED Talks, interviews, dialogues, podcasts, English learning, news, short stories, movies or shows you love, Friends, The Office, Harry Potter, Marvel. Don't do too much. One line is enough, but do it perfectly. This trains your pronunciation, your rhythm, your speaking confidence, your emotional tone. Minutes 7 to 8. Write something small in English. Now take 2 minutes and write about yourself in English. Example, today is Monday. I'll study English and clean my room. I feel tired, but I want to improve. I want to speak fluently in 6 months. You're not just writing, you're making your thoughts travel through English. This builds vocabulary, sentence-building power, self-expression, thinking in English. You'll start to notice something beautiful. English is no longer outside you. It's now the language of your life. Minutes 9 to 10, affirmations plus one big sentence. Stand up. Breathe deeply. Put your hand on your heart and say this out loud. I'm becoming fluent. I speak English with confidence. I love learning. I believe in myself. Mistakes don't stop me. They build me. Then repeat one big sentence from memory. Example, if I keep going daily, I'll become fluent no matter what. This is your emotional lock-in. It sends a message to your brain. This is who I am. This is what I'm doing. I'm not stopping. Optional. Record your fluency zone. Use your phone. Record yourself during the first 3 minutes of self-talk. Over time, you'll hear your voice get stronger. See your fluency grow. Feel your confidence rise. Create your own daily English diary. This will be your proof of progress. When you feel low, play the first recording, then the one after 10 days. Then after 30, you'll smile. You'll cry. You'll believe again. You may think 10 minutes is too small. But if you do this every single day without missing, in 1 month your confidence will double. In 3 months, your fluency will explode. In 6 months, you'll become a different person. Because what you do first in the morning becomes the foundation of who you are. If you begin your day in silence, fear, and confusion, you carry that energy with you. But if you begin your day with your voice, with your courage, with your fluency zone, then nothing can stop you. You don't need 4 hours of study. You don't need a new app. You don't need motivation videos daily. You need 10 minutes of self-respect, 10 minutes of practice, 10 minutes of honesty, 10 minutes of power every single morning. That is how champions are made. That is how fluency is born. That is how you become unstoppable. So create a 10-minute fluency zone every morning. Use this time for speaking, listening, writing, and emotional growth. Repeat daily to build confidence, fluency, and motivation. It isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. 10 minutes daily beats 2 hours once a week.
Final part. Daily mouth training. The fluency routine that works.
Let's begin with the ultimate truth. You don't speak English with your brain. You speak English with your mouth. Yet, most learners train everything except the one thing that actually speaks. They memorize vocabulary. They watch videos. They read books. But their mouth, it's silent, untrained, weak. That's why they freeze when it's time to speak. Because fluency isn't mental. It's physical. Your lips, your tongue, your throat, your breath. They all need daily training. Just like athletes train their bodies. Singers train their voices. Dancers train their moves. You must train your mouth daily. Not once a week. Not when you feel like it, but every single day. That's what builds real fluency. Mouth training is the practice of activating, strengthening, and sharpening the muscles you use to speak English fluently. This isn't grammar. This is real voice work. It includes stretching your speaking muscles, practicing difficult English sounds, building speaking stamina, sharpening pronunciation, gaining confidence in your voice. Think of it as going to the gym for your mouth. And every minute you spend doing it takes you one step closer to fluency. Here's the science. Your mouth has over 100 muscles that coordinate when you speak. If those muscles are weak, your voice sounds shaky. If they're tense, your pronunciation breaks. If they're lazy, your English sounds unclear, flat, and robotic. But with daily training, you build smoothness, clarity, strength, control, musical rhythm of English. And most importantly, you start speaking like a real human, not like a textbook robot. You only need 5 to 10 minutes daily. But those 5 minutes will transform your entire fluency forever. Here's the exact routine. Step 1. Stretch your speaking muscles. 1 minute. Warm up your lips, jaw, and tongue. Open your mouth wide. Smile big. Move your jaw side to side. Stick your tongue out. Move it up, down, left, right. Roll your lips like B or try to say la da 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 da. This prepares your mouth to move faster and speak clearly. Step 2. Sound practice. English muscle sounds 2 minutes. Now speak the most powerful English sounds that are hard for most learners. Repeat each one 20 times. The H as in think. The R as in really. R V as in very. VV. W as in what? Z as in zebra. Z's. Say full words too. That this they though very voice victory view right really really wrong read why what where when zoo zero zip zone. These sounds are hard for many speakers and practicing them builds real pronunciation power. Step 3. Speed training. Say short sentences fast 3 minutes. Take 3 short, useful sentences and say them 30 to 40 times at different speeds. Example sentences. What do you mean? I don't think so. Can you say that again? Now say each one. Slow for control. Normal for fluency. Fast for confidence. Repeat. Smile while speaking. Breathe while speaking. Own every word. This builds mouth memory so you can speak without thinking. Step 4. Emotion training. Add feeling to your words. 2 minutes. Fluency isn't just about speed. It's about feeling. So now take one sentence and say it with joy, sadness, anger, excitement, confusion, curiosity. Try with this line. I didn't know that. Say it with every emotion. Make your voice act. Make your body move. Make your sentence come alive. English is a musical language. People connect with tone, not just words. When you do this daily, your voice becomes stronger. Your pronunciation becomes sharper. Your speed becomes faster. Your confidence becomes unshakable. You stop sounding like a student and start sounding like a speaker. This isn't theory. This is practice. This is how you turn English into a real skill, not just a school subject. If you skip mouth training, you'll keep speaking slowly, forgetting words, sounding robotic, feeling insecure, avoiding conversations. But if you train your mouth daily, you'll feel fluent, fast, natural, fearless, ready for any conversation in the world. You don't need 100 lessons. You need one commitment. Train your mouth daily, no matter what. Each day, record yourself during mouth training. Keep a short voice diary. Day 1, what do you mean? Day 10, what do you mean? Compare speed, tone, power. Day 30, what do you mean now? You'll sound confident. This is how you see your fluency growing. You started this video with fear. You stayed silent. You were unsure. You felt alone. But now you have a system. You have tools. You have methods. You have daily action. You have power. You have belief. You don't need someone to teach you anymore. You're the teacher now. You're the speaker now. You're the champion now. All you need to do is show up daily with your mouth, with your voice, with your courage. Let me say this from my heart to yours. Fluency isn't something you get. Fluency is something you build brick by brick, word by word, sentence by sentence, day by day. There is no shortcut, but there is a path, and today you walked that path. You chose to grow. You chose to speak. You chose to believe again. Don't stop now. Every morning speak, every night review. Every day train, even when you feel lazy. Even when nobody's watching. Even when you think it's not working, because it is working. Your mouth is learning. Your mind is shifting. Your future is being built silently, slowly, beautifully. And one day, you'll speak English like it's your native language. And when that day comes, you'll remember this video, this moment, this version of you, the one who didn't give up. If this video helped you, please subscribe to our channel right now. This is just the beginning. And tell us in the comments. I'll train my mouth every single day. This is your journey now. No teacher, no app, no magic, just you, your voice, your power, and your promise. Let's build fluency one mouth movement at a time.